Stop talking. Start winning silently. Good evening. Wherever you are in the world. I hope you're smiling. Because today, I am going to share with you a profoundly important secret. This isn't just any secret. It's not the kind you can casually search for on Google. It's not something you'll likely discover in a viral TED Talk. Nor will you easily find it neatly summarized in a glossy business book. This is a secret. A truly valuable piece of wisdom that I sincerely wish someone, anyone, had whispered into my ear, had gently imparted to me when I was much younger, when I was perhaps a bit more naive, and certainly a bit more foolish. Are you truly ready to receive this secret? Are you prepared to absorb its profound implications? If so, then lean in closely and commit this to memory. The secret is this. Make sure you win silently. Yes. You heard me correctly. Silently. Not with a booming proclamation. Not with a grand, ostentatious display. Not with a shower of celebratory firecrackers lighting up the night sky. Not with an elaborate parade winding through the streets, drawing all attention. And absolutely not with a loudspeaker screaming for the entire world to hear. Hey, everyone. Look at me. I did it. I made it. I'm a success. No. Just win. Silently. The siren call of noise in the modern age. You see, in the hyper-connected, often superficial world we inhabit today, everyone, and I truly mean everyone, seems to be desperately chasing viral fame. Everyone yearns to be noticed, to be seen, to be applauded. They feel this irresistible urge, this overwhelming compulsion, to constantly show off their material possessions. They flaunt their brand new, expensive shoes, their sleek, high-performance automobiles, their suspiciously shiny Rolex watch, which, let's be honest, often isn't even genuine. They even go as far as to meticulously stage their rented apartments, making them appear like sprawling, opulent palaces. All for one singular purpose: to outwardly declare, to the entire digital sphere, I am winning. Look at my success. But here's the fundamental difference between those who merely seek attention and those who genuinely achieve greatness. Real winners. True champions. They don't just talk about their accomplishments. They don't just shout about their progress. They walk. They move with quiet confidence. Their actions speak with far greater eloquence than any words they could ever utter. The parable of the empty calabash and the loudest duck. Allow me to share a brief anecdote with you. A story that perfectly illustrates this principle. Some years ago, I found myself attending a prominent business conference held in the bustling, dynamic city of Singapore. The room was filled with highly accomplished individuals, most of whom were dressed with a subtle, almost understated elegance. Simple, well-tailored suits. Immaculately clean shoes. Nothing overtly flashy. Nothing designed to scream for attention. But then, into this room walked a man. A man you simply could not, under any circumstances, miss. He sported a gold chain. A truly massive, almost cartoonish gold chain. So colossal that I genuinely wondered if he had somehow plundered it from a pirate ship. Or perhaps melted down a massive trophy and fashioned it into a necklace to wear proudly around his neck. His shoes were blindingly shiny, as if he had just executed a flawless moonwalk, straight out of the pages of a high-fashion magazine. And he wore sunglasses. Indoors. Which made him look like a walking, talking, breathing Instagram filter. He made his way over and sat down directly next to me. And almost immediately, he began talking. No. Let me correct that. He began announcing. I just closed a $10 million deal last week, he boomed. His voice so loud, so utterly devoid of subtlety, that the waiters serving coffee on the other side of the vast ballroom undoubtedly heard every single word. I fly business class only, he added, gratuitously. As if I had specifically inquired about his preferred mode of air travel. He proceeded to casually name-drop billionaires, as if they were his personal acquaintances from childhood. He relentlessly flaunted photos of exotic, expensive cars on his smartphone. And he peppered his monologue with a dizzying array of buzzwords. Terms like synergy, scalability, and disruptive innovation. All the while, desperately hoping to impress anyone within earshot. Anyone unfortunate enough to be trapped in his conversational orbit. But here is the crucial plot twist. The moment that revealed the true nature of his success. A mere 10 minutes later, this very same man, the one who had been boasting so loudly, leaned over to me and asked, in a surprisingly polite, almost sheepish whisper, "Mind if I could borrow some money for a coffee?" I seem to have forgotten my wallet. Forgotten his wallet? My dear friend, when you are truly successful, when your achievements are genuine and substantial, you simply don't need to talk so much. You don't need to put on a performance. You don't need to constantly seek external validation. As they wisely say in Africa, the empty calabash makes the loudest sound. It rattles and clatters because it has nothing of substance within. And in China, we have a similar, equally poignant proverb. The loudest duck gets shot first. It's the one drawing all the attention, making all the noise, that becomes an easy target. And in the cutthroat world of business, the one who talks excessively, the one who constantly boasts and brags, is usually the one who's bluffing, the one who's trying to mask a fundamental lack of real accomplishment, the fragrance of true achievement. If you are truly doing well, if your efforts are genuinely yielding fruit, then let your life, let your very existence, speak for itself. Success. It's akin to a rare, exquisite perfume. You don't need to douse yourself in it. You don't need to pour the entire bottle over people. Just a small, subtle dab. A mere whisper of its presence. And the entire room, the entire space around you, will notice, will be subtly captivated by its essence. So, please, stop announcing your wins. Stop broadcasting your triumphs. Instead, win so quietly, win so discreetly, that people have to actively investigate the subtle hum, the quiet, undeniable tremor of your extraordinary progress. People often harbor this romanticized notion, this grand illusion, that success should arrive with a magnificent soundtrack, with an explosion of music and fireworks. You envision yourself standing majestically on a windswept hilltop, the wind dramatically billowing your jacket, like a scene ripped straight from a Hollywood superhero movie. But no. Winning. True, profound winning. It doesn't feel like that at all. Winning often feels like you're still behind. Like you're constantly chasing something just out of reach. Like you're still grinding away, day in and day out. Like you're perpetually figuring things out. Navigating uncharted territory. And that, my friends, is the profound trick. The subtle genius of silent success. The Alibaba blueprint, humility and relentless pursuit. Let me take you back to my own journey. To the very nascent stages of building Alibaba. In those early days, a vast majority of people simply did not believe in my vision. They didn't believe in me. Even my own family, my closest kin, thought I had completely lost my mind. They would often confront me, saying, "Jack, you're an English teacher. What in the world do you know about the internet?" And my consistent reply, my steadfast conviction, was simply this: I may not know everything about the internet right now, but I believe. I believe in its power. I believe in its future. And I believe in what we are trying to build. So, I worked. Relentlessly. I failed. Spectacularly, at times. I worked again. Even harder. I failed again. Sometimes even more profoundly than before. And when we finally, after years of relentless effort and countless setbacks, finally made it, when Alibaba achieved its unprecedented success, I did not go around grandstanding. I did not parade through the streets declaring, "Look at me. I am now the richest man in China." No. Quite the opposite. I simply went to sleep. Because I was utterly, profoundly tired. From years of quiet, persistent effort. Real winning is quiet. It is intrinsically humble. It is deeply peaceful. It is not designed to be Instagrammable. It is not meant to be filtered and perfectly curated for public consumption. It is not loud. It is simply done. The work is complete. The results are evident. The peril of premature disclosure, the chicken and the fox. Allow me to pose a straightforward, yet incredibly important question to you. What is your immediate reaction when you win? When something truly good, something you've worked tirelessly for, finally materializes in your life? What is your very first instinct? For the vast majority of people today, their first inclination is not to sit down quietly, to offer a silent prayer of gratitude, or to meticulously plan their next strategic move. No. Their immediate impulse is to grab their smartphone, to hastily open Instagram or Facebook, and to shout their perceived victory to the entire digital world. Look at me. I am winning. But let me impart some profound wisdom to you. Wisdom gained from years of observation and experience. If you rush to post your success, if you unveil your achievements too early, before they are truly stable, before they have had time to fully mature, before you have gained a deep, comprehensive understanding of them, you are, metaphorically speaking, like a naive little chicken that excitedly begins to dance a celebratory jig right in front of a cunning, hungry fox. The chicken, in its innocent joy, believes it is celebrating a triumph. But the fox, with its predatory instincts, simply sees its next meal. People will excitedly shout, "I got a new job," before they've even had the chance to meet their new boss. They'll scream with unbridled enthusiasm, "I launched my new business," before they've made their very first, crucial sale. They'll post on social media, "I found the love of my life." And then, just a mere 2 weeks later, they will quietly, almost stealthily, delete the post and sheepishly change their relationship status back to, "It's complicated." Why? Why does this pattern repeat itself so frequently? Because they got too loud. Too fast. They celebrated far too early. They prematurely exposed what they should have diligently protected. The ironclad protection of your blessings. Let me tell you something incredibly powerful. Something that can fundamentally alter the trajectory of your life. You must protect your blessings. You must diligently cover your dreams. Nurture them in private, until they have grown strong enough, resilient enough, to stand firmly and independently on their own 2 feet. Win first. Win completely. Win with undeniable, irrefutable evidence. Then, after achieving such a profound victory, Don't even bother to announce it. Just disappear into excellence. That is one of my most cherished, most effective habits. I allow my success, my actual, tangible results, to speak for me. I let people speculate. I let them guess what I'm truly doing. I even allow them to assume, to wrongly believe, that I am losing, that I am broke, that I am irrelevant, when, in reality, I am merely reloading, preparing, building, strategizing for the next monumental step. That is the immense, quiet power of silence. When you win silently, you move through the world in a way that truly shocks everyone around you. Not by making an obnoxious amount of noise, but by delivering undeniable results. You must protect your blessing. Win first. Win big. Win completely. Then, disappear into excellence. Yes. Disappear. Not because you are hiding from the world, but because you are too intensely focused, too singularly driven, too incredibly busy creating the next, elevated level of your life, to waste precious time or valuable energy shouting about the current one. The unseen value of true riches. You see, not everything that is truly precious needs to be conspicuously displayed for all to see. Consider diamonds. They are formed in the deepest, most profound darkness, under immense pressure. Gold, that most coveted of metals, is found hidden deep underground, concealed from immediate view. The most valuable things in life, the most profound and lasting treasures, are almost always discovered quietly, through diligent, unassuming effort, not announced loudly with a grand flourish. In today's fast-paced, image-obsessed world, everybody seems to crave instant applause for every minuscule step they take. You eat a single salad one day, and suddenly, you proclaim yourself a fitness guru. You manage to write one solitary paragraph, and instantly, you declare yourself an acclaimed author. You offer a single prayer, and immediately, you present yourself as a prophet. But real success, genuine, sustainable success, it is not about doing something just once. It's about consistency. It's about mastery. It's about doing it again, and again, and again, with unwavering dedication, until it becomes an intrinsic part of who you are, until it is woven into the very fabric of your being. The blueprint for undeniable, complete victory. So, when I say win first, I mean achieve results that are so undeniable, so unequivocally evident, that no one can possibly dispute them. Results that stand on their own merit. When I say win big, I mean build something truly solid, something substantial and resilient, something that cannot be easily shaken by one bad month, or by a single, fleeting negative comment. Something with enduring value. When I say win completely, I mean achieve success that doesn't just present a good image on the outside, but feels deeply, profoundly good on the inside. A sense of inner peace. A feeling of quiet strength. A profound sense of accomplishment that resonates within your soul. And then, disappear. Not from life itself, of course. And certainly not from your fundamental purpose. But disappear from the distracting noise. From the clamor for attention. Disappear into your craft. Immerse yourself fully in your chosen domain. Disappear into your daily routine. Embrace the quiet discipline that builds true mastery. Disappear into the next, elevated version of yourself. Let your success be like a magnificent sunrise. Beautiful. Powerful. and utterly impossible to ignore. Yet never loud. Always a gentle, awe-inspiring display of power. When you truly win, when your accomplishments are substantial and undeniable, people will notice. Believe me. They will talk amongst themselves. They will wonder. They will be utterly perplexed by how you managed it. They will ask with genuine curiosity, when did all this happen? And you will simply smile a serene smile. Sip your tea calmly. And respond with quiet confidence. While you were busy watching others, I was diligently working on myself. That is how true champions move through the world. In silence. With unwavering purpose. Actionable strategies for silent achievers. Now, let me conclude with some truly practical advice. Because my aim is not merely to inspire you with grand words, but to arm you with tangible tools. Strategies you can immediately implement. Firstly, avoid premature celebration. Think of it this way, before the baby is even born. Don't celebrate the gender reveal party as if you've already won the lottery. Because anything, and I mean anything, can still happen before the finish line. Don't tell your entire village, your whole extended family, that you're definitely going to Dubai just because your visa application got approved. Wait until the plane has actually taken off. And you are genuinely airborne. You're physically en route. I recall a time, early in my journey, when I eagerly told my friends, I'm going to start an internet company. They didn't just express doubt. They openly laughed at me. One friend even scoffed, Jack, can you even spell internet correctly? At that point, I made a conscious decision. I stopped talking about it. Completely. And I simply started building it. Talk less, work more. Let your tangible results be far louder, far more impactful than anything your mouth could ever utter. The power of stealth mode in life. Stay under the radar. Have you ever heard of stealth mode? It's a common and highly effective strategy employed by smart, innovative startups. They operate quietly, beneath the surface, away from public scrutiny and hype. They work diligently, feverishly even, until their product, their service, their groundbreaking innovation is truly ready for the world. No unnecessary noise. No premature marketing campaigns. Just focused, relentless work. You, too, must learn to master and embrace stealth mode in your own life. Do not feel compelled to tell everyone, every single person you encounter, about your very next step, about your grand plans, about your ambitious goals. Because people can't possibly ruin what they don't know. They cannot sabotage a dream they are completely unaware of. Success. It is like a delicate, budding plant. If you constantly dig it up, every single time, just to show your friends its fragile roots, to seek their approval or admiration, it will, inevitably, wither and die. Nurture your aspirations in silence. Allow your dreams to grow in silence. Then, one glorious day, your well-nourished tree will bear abundant, undeniable fruit. And the entire world will see it, will acknowledge its beauty and bounty, without you having to say a single word. Cultivating unshakable inner confidence. See, the ultimate goal is to build unshakable confidence. A profound, inner certainty. Why do people often feel the need to shout? To make a grand spectacle when they achieve a win? Because deep down, at their core, they are often insecure. They are desperately craving external validation. They need others to confirm their worth, to affirm their accomplishments. But when you truly know your own value, when you are deeply connected to your intrinsic worth, you don't need applause. You don't need external validation. You don't need the cheers of a crowd. You know precisely who you are. You know, with absolute clarity, what you have done, what you have painstakingly built. You don't need 10,000 likes on a social media post to believe in the validity of your journey, to feel confident in your path forward. When I started Alibaba, I made a solemn promise to myself. I looked myself in the mirror and declared, Jack, even if nobody else in the world claps for you, you must clap for yourself. You must become your own most ardent cheerleader, your most unwavering advocate. But do it in the privacy of your own room, in the quiet sanctuary of your own thoughts. Not loudly, for public consumption. Not out on the street, seeking the fleeting approval of strangers. The disciplines of the silent victor. Let me finally distill for you the core operational principles, the defining characteristics of truly silent winners. They don't compare themselves to others. They are not constantly scrolling through feeds, looking at what their neighbors, their peers, their rivals are doing. They are singularly focused, laser-focused, on their own unique trajectory. They understand, intimately, that everyone is running a different race, with different starting lines, and different finish lines. They delay the announcement of their triumphs. They are patient. They don't display the cake before it is fully baked, before it has had time to cool, to be perfectly frosted. They announce success only when it is truly irreversible, when the victory is so absolute, so complete, that there is no possibility of it being undone, no chance of it crumbling. That, my friends, is the profound, quiet power of winning silently. Embrace it, practice it, and watch your life transform. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exclusive success tips. Thanks you very much.